From Amateur Radio Newsline Report, number 2215, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. In earthquakes, hurricanes, and other natural disasters, ham radio nets help save lives. One California amateur, however, was hit recently by a storm that was intensely more personal.
Something was wrong that early Wednesday morning when Con, K6CON, tried to check into his regular 75-meter net. He could only utter one syllable, I, repeatedly. This was not the voice that Sheldon, K7ICB, had grown accustomed to hearing on the net for the past 4 years. It wasn't Con's radio having trouble, it was Con himself, as Sheldon confirmed after hearing him struggle to talk when the Montana resident reached the 81-year-old in California by landline. After calling Con's local fire department and paramedic service and getting only recordings, he reached out to Rick, K6ISP, another ham in another California county, who has checked into the net occasionally. Rick called 911, and an ambulance was dispatched to take Con to the hospital. Con had suffered a stroke that impacted his speech, but fortunately not his reflexes. A day and a half later, Con went home. You can hardly tell anything was wrong with him. He's making a great recovery. He's back on the net, checking in with his friends who are happier than ever to hear his voice again. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
Hamvention 2020 may have fallen victim to the COVID-19 pandemic, but the QSO party is still on, and Amateur Radio Newsline is participating. Newsline anchor Stephen Kinford, N8WB.
In support of the Dayton Amateur Radio Association and the Worldwide Radio Operators Foundation Hamvention QSO Party on Saturday, May 16th, members of the Amateur Radio Newsline Amateur Radio Club will be activating the WA6ITF call sign of our founder, Bill Pasternak, which is now allocated to the radio club. How about getting your radio club under its club call sign on to be part of this special QSO party to say thank you to all the volunteers that year in and year out put in the extra effort so that hams from around the world can enjoy the Dayton Hamvention. Details of the QSO party can be found at www.hvqp.org.
Remote testing is now a reality for hams in the UK.
On the heels of a similar initiative in the United States, the Radio Society of Great Britain has had approved its remote invigilation for candidates sitting their foundation exams and is working towards expanding the option to other licence levels. The Society began receiving online bookings on Monday the 6th of April. Amateur exams were halted in the UK in mid-March as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. The new procedure will allow exams to be taken in the candidates' homes via computer, and the invigilation will also be accomplished remotely. The practical assessment requirement is being waived, the Society noted, since Ofcom does not mandate the practical assessments, but is giving the Society full support for its programme of remote invigilation. The exam's fee remains unchanged. The Society said in a statement, quote, "Our focus now is to enable new people to join amateur radio during these challenging times," unquote. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jeremy Bucci for NJH.
And a reminder that the nominating period for the 2020 Bill Pasternak WA6ITF Newsline Young Ham of the Year Award is now open. You'll find the form on our website, arnewsline.org, under the Awards tab. The award will be presented Saturday, August 22nd at the Huntsville Hamfest in Alabama. And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, Stephen Kinford, N8WB, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.